finalized our design for the Mars habitat project. This is our design. We plan to build our habitat inside a cave and then have spokes to a hub in the middle, which would allow us to airlock every separate container from that. We'd have a place where we'd have oxygen and our algae and water, a place for power and energy, and another space that's not shown on here, that's shown on here, for communication. Today I plan to build this using, for our little things over here, I plan to use plastic bowls for our cave, Legos, for our solar panels, fun foam, and for our wind turbines, more Legos, and for all our connecting tubes, toilet paper tubes. Our idea is this, and we'd be building it inside a cave and have all these things off of it that would protect us from the radiation on Mars. And also keep in mind that each separate thing is airlocked, so if, in case there is a leak, we'd be not die. Yeah. This is the finished version of our Mars habitat, and I'll start over here where the astronauts would be living. This is our habitat. It would be placed inside one of the caves that is found on Mars, as you can see by these lines here. And this would be the inside. It is separated off into different sections for living and storage of different things that the astronauts would need. And then you have these tubes that would be pressurized tubes that would lead to the center. And this is our little hub that's in the center. And this connects everything to all the other different domes and the outside. And it would be, all these doors would be airlocked. Let's follow this one over here, which would bring you to one of our domes. This dome would be made out of plastic that would be blown up with oxygen from the space shuttle, and it is a hard as plastic, and it is covered with the gold shiny metal that is found on the outside of the Hubble telescope. And inside here we have our water waste recycling. There would be a dehumidifier in there for collecting water and reducing the amount of water inside our habitat's air, and recycling wastewater to drinkable water and water that can be used in for our algae. And then if we move over here, we have our greenhouse, which would house our algae and other plants for eating, and our algae that produces oxygen for the habitat. And then our little smaller dome over here is our communication and power room. It has connections to the solar array and wind turbines, and connections to the antenna so we can communicate with Earth. This is our little antenna over here, and our wind turbine, and our solar panels. And here again is another up close view of the habitat and our little astronaut that's inside the habitat. And here is another aerial view.